my name is Karen and I'm coming to you from the Science Museum of Virginia. And today we're going to talk about bubbles. I love bubbles because there's so many fun things that you can do with bubbles. So let's start with the all-important bubble solution, right? So there's so many different types of bubble solutions on the market. Some of them are really cool. They got the little wands built in, all that fun stuff. But we at the Science Museum are kind of bubble snobs. So we like to make our own recipe. So our recipe is 6 cups of water and 1 cup of dish soap and then 1 tablespoon of glycerin. And so that makes about a half a gallon or so of bubble solution. We make a little more. We make ours 5 gallons at a time, but let's just work with this. So let's look at those individual ingredients. We've got the water, soap, and glycerin. So the water, why do we not just blow bubbles with the water? It's not possible, right? And it's because of 2 words, surface tension.
Water molecules are attracted to each other. They pack tightly together near the surface because they're more strongly attracted to each other than to the air above. This creates a layer of tension at the surface between the water and the air. This tension is rigid and not flexible. Water molecules under the surface are attracted equally in all directions, creating less tension. Water can form bubbles without soap, but soap allows bubbles to grow bigger and last longer. This is because the addition of soap breaks up the strong surface tension. How? Well, part of a soap molecule is attracted to the water, while the other part is repelled by it. When soap is added to water, the soap molecules spread out. The part of the soap that likes the water faces in towards the bulk of the water, while the part that hates the water faces out away from the water. It forms a sandwich with a layer of water in between the layers of soap. This breaks the tension, creating an elastic-like film, allowing us to stretch out our bubble. The pressure of the air and the pressure of the surrounding fluid work in harmony to keep our bubble intact.
So the glycerin, what's the glycerin for? And we've got this huge gallon. You don't need much, just a little bit. And that thickens the bubbles. And that allows the bubbles to last longer, evaporate not as quickly. That means longer bubbles, right? So it's pretty fun. Lots of other things that you can use to thicken bubbles. Some people use cornstarch, some people use corn syrup and sugar. That sounds very messy. It also sounds very fun. Sounds like an experiment for another day. Today, we're just gonna go blow some bubbles. I think we should probably do it outside.
All right, so here I am out here with my bubble solution that I made earlier. It's got enough of the soap in there that I think it should lessen the surface tension, so hopefully I'll have some pretty big bubbles. Okay, so I've got 4 items that I have to make bubbles with today. I've got this one right here, which is just actually a ring from a jam jar, which will hopefully work pretty well. I've got this one that I made. This is actually just straws and string tied between it. So we'll test that one out. I've got just a pipe cleaner here. So the pipe cleaner, you can do whatever you want to. You can make a square, you can make a circle, and then kind of compare what kind of bubbles you can make with that, all right? And then I've got this really big one that I made just for the giant bubbles. And that's this is pretty simple actually, despite it looking confusing. We've got 2 dowel rods with an eye hook on each and some yarn attaching it, small piece, big piece, and nice little weight there. And this is just kind of fun. This is one that I bought, so this will be fun to play with. All right, everybody, so get outside, see some science in action, try our bubble recipe at home and see if you can make your own giant bubbles. Be sure to post them on our Facebook page. We'd love to see the things that you make. Have a great day.
Download instructions for this and other STEM at-home activities at smv.org/stayconnected.